Hello everyone, welcome to season 3, episode 1 of Makeup Monday. I'm Angela Tierney. This is Beautiful Journey with Angela, and I'm just excited for you guys to join into this journey with me and have fun here and share makeup tips and just uplift each other. So that's always fun. And today's an exciting day because we get to give away a compact, and I'm so excited to announce the winner of the free compact. This is what it looks like. We talk about mascara beauty mainly here. Mascara, beauty, makeup, and skincare has changed my life, and so that's why I'm here, because I want women to know about it. I've watched so many YouTube videos, and women have like 20 products that they're working with at one time to get this look that you can just have a few products in a compact that is all magnetic, pop everything in and out when you want to, how you want to, and create that same flawless look. So this compact is going to a lucky winner today who shared a video that I asked, and I think 12 people shared it, so that was very nice of you guys. I appreciate it so much. And so I'll give a little bit of time for people to jump on and announce the winner of this. And then also I'm giving some makeup tips. So some things that people have brought to my attention that are a little bit challenging, and I thought I would try to simplify those here today. So that way when you're doing your makeup, it can be fast, easy, and all that good stuff. So I chopped my hair, if you guys are wondering. Yes, it's not an illusion, I really did. I realized I had to pick a side. I couldn't have it long, and I couldn't have it like in between, so here we are, we're short. And it's super easy. I totally should have washed it though, but I'm gonna work out, so I didn't want to. Yay, Michelle, I'm so excited that you're here catching me live. Yours are easier to catch because I'm usually cooking dinner. So I can just prop the phone up and watch yours while I'm making dinner. So anyway, we're gonna get into some makeup tips. First, I hope you guys are using a really good skincare, because that will make a dramatic difference in how your makeup applies and how your makeup stays on and how good it is for the, hey, Ashley, hello, thank you for being on. How your makeup stays on your face and how it holds up in the day depends on how good you're taking care of your skin as well. So if you're not using a skincare line that you love, then take a chance on the Milk system, because you won't regret it. And you have 30 days to return it, but honestly, I haven't had anybody return it because it's so good. Okay, so we're gonna talk about contour. Seems to be a tricky one for people. We're gonna talk about fallout. So when you're doing your eyeshadow, people are getting fallout. So I'm gonna show you a tip on that. And the other one, dark circles under the eyes. That's a common one for women to struggle with dark circles. And so I'm gonna teach you how to cover dark circles. And let me think, what was the other one? I don't particularly recommend a primer to go on your skin under this makeup, because it's a cream based, and a lot of those will just make it slide around and not stay right. But this, and if you want to try a primer, you can try one that's water based, not silicone based. Yes, this is a water based one by Wet n Wild. And what I have found when I go to Florida in the summer, you guys know, it's like so hot and humid, and I do get more shiny there. So I will take, and I'll show you the trick, but I will use this on top of my makeup instead of under. So I'm gonna show you that. And I think, an eyeliner. I had somebody mention eyeliner when I posed the question, what makeup tips do you guys wanna see? And eyeliner was one of them. And I'm gonna show you couple different brushes that this person was asking about. So we have the Hotline and the Know Your Angles, and I'm going to use both, but I prefer this one because it's just smaller and easier to control. So those are the tips today I'm going to share. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching because it's good. Okay, so last night I exfoliated, I shaved my face, so my makeup should go on really well. But I was using a sunscreen on my face that I didn't normally use, and I broke out a little bit. I don't know if you can see there's one there, but anyway. Note to self, don't do that. Don't try something new just before you do a live video. Because I used it this weekend. And I'm just gonna clean these brushes really fast. Hopefully you're doing that. You're cleaning your brushes. That will help a ton to prevent breakouts and make your makeup go on even better. So yes, I should have washed this. That's okay. All right. So I have a little bit of a bronzer on. So I'm going to use Sandy all over. Normally my neck is really pale and I use Candlelit on my neck to balance that out. But since I have a little bronzer on, I'm just going to use one color, except for my brightening will be Sunlit still. So this is Sandy here. This is what I was using on my neck, Candlelit. I'm going to do this pretty fast. And then I have a new eyeshadow color that I wanted to share. So I'm going to tell you. So I have sun damage on my cheeks from living in Florida and growing up without sunscreen, you know, all those great things. So if you don't, skip this shadow right here. Just skip that area. That's the contour area. You don't have to double up like I do. Just make it easy, whatever works best for you. And this is the Buffy brush, and I'm just pressing it and moving it, like just stipple motions. And I prefer this brush now because it just gives a much better coverage, I think. But this one's awesome too, this end. And then over the weekend, I made a video for my customers so that when they buy the makeup and get started, they're not lost. Like, okay, I just watched her do all this stuff, but I don't remember what she did. I don't know what video that was to go back and reference. So now there's a video, and if you're a customer of mine who would like that, then just reach out to me and I'll send you the link. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. Okay. So going around with a Sandy. What's everybody up to? Michelle, are you at work or are you at home? Hey, Brittany. I haven't announced the winner yet. Not yet. I like the way this end of the Buffy brush can go around my eyebrows so well too. It's nice. So for now, I'm gonna skip my under eyes because it's an eyelash. Because I'm gonna show you that if you're doing eyeshadow and you're having problems with fallout, then just don't do your under eyes. You know, a lot of people go, I can't just do my eyes first. It's just weird. I can't do it. That's totally okay. Don't change that. Just don't do your under eyes. I'm at work, but would rather be at home. That's for sure. And then again, for contour, if you don't have any sun damage or whatever up here, just skip it. But I'm gonna show a contour tip here in a minute for those of you looking for that. Okay, so now I have Sandy everywhere since I have that little spray that I found that works really good actually. Okay, so, and then you guys don't forget about your Perfector sponge. This is just gonna make a world of difference in your makeup where you get texture here, where you have lines and wrinkles. It's just really going to help press that into the skin, make it last longer and not show in those lines. Okay. It's been a morning, you guys. It's been a morning. So sorry I was running late. Okay, so one tip for eyeshadow when you have fallout, just skip doing your under eyes and then take a little wipe and wipe it before you apply your highlight and you're good. But I also want to show the dark circles demonstration too, so I'm gonna leave that like that for now. But let's go into contour. So let's make contour super easy, because sometimes when we do this line that we've been taught, then people have a hard time figuring out how to blend that line. So we're not gonna make the line. We're gonna do it a little differently. So take your detailed hack or 30-second pack, whatever you have. I'm gonna, instead of going on the side of it to do under my cheeks, you love the sponge. Yeah, you know what? mine's old too, but I wash it almost daily. Okay, so I'm gonna tap this into the contour on the flat side instead of on just the side. And then watch, I'm just going to start blending as I start applying it. So now I didn't make a harsh line, and look how much softer and blended that already looks. So quick and easy. And then what I've seen lately is people are doing like the number 3, so you kind of know where to put it, which is great. I'm just going to connect this. So I'm just going to come down and connect it and follow it around. So let's just make this super simple. Follow your hairline. If you have a long forehead, just go a little bit further down with your contour. Because what happens is this will become a shadow and people's eyes will be on the bright. So it'll give that illusion of a shorter forehead if you want to do that. You don't have to do that, but if you want to. Then on this side, again, I just tapped into it. I'm just going to go over to that shadow and start working it right away. And I'm kind of just taking it and sweeping it back. And here's your guideline. This is indigo. I thought it was too dark for me, but I really love it. I use less of it than I would my regular contour, and it shows up so much better than olive, even though I love olive. Okay, so here's a tip where to start it, where to stop it. So pretty much like in line with your eye, the corner of your eye. Try to keep your contour right here and back. So that's an easy spot, right? And then like where the hole of your ear is, right here, that's where you kind of just start it. So you just keep it right here. So there you go. Now it's more blended. You don't have to worry about that harsh line anymore. And you went all the way around so it all connects super fast, super easy. And then under the jaw, pretty much just taking what I had left over and feathering it down. So I hope that helps people who are concerned about contour. I still use Astoria on my nose because indigo is too red. And just lightly trace down, ever so lightly. That's why I always say hold these brushes way back and let them do the work. Just put it on there and lightly let it do the work for you. And bring them together and blend. So don't get stressed out about your contour. Don't go, I can't do it, I'm just gonna skip it. It makes a huge difference. It adds a lot of different dimensions in the face. Okay, so there you go. Then for brightening, I like brightening right here and right here. Now, if you have a wider nose, just put contour. A little bit of contour here will help with that too. This is Sandy. I'm just gonna go in here a little bit with Sandy. And then Sunlit here. And then you can also put your brightening highlight above your eyebrows. It just kind of lifts that a little bit more. There you go, extra tip. Okay, and then blend. And you can also blend your contour out. If you go a little too low, sorry, I'm like smacking. If you go a little too low on your contour, take your darker highlight, tap it into this side, and then just sweep it under. And then you can make it exactly how you want it. Okay, so there you go. That tip's done. Let's see. Okay, let's go into, let me think. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my blush and then I'll do my eyes and then we'll focus on the under eyes for dark circles. So for blush, before I do blush, I'm really liking putting bronzer on first lately. I hadn't tried it that way and I've been trying it that way and I really like it. So on this side, I'm going to use the B Squared brush. This is the blush and bronzer. I'm going to use this side on this side of my face, and on this side I'll use the sponge. And this is Bella right here. But I'm liking putting Bella right here. And it doesn't take away from the contour because Bella is sheer, where contour is more thick and has coverage. Contour doesn't, Bella doesn't have coverage. It just adds more of that warmth and kind of blends it, but it doesn't take away from the contour, so don't think, well, why did I just do contour if I'm gonna do Bella? Bella doesn't have coverage like the contour does. Contour is actually part of our foundation at Mascara, so your highlight and your contour equal your foundation. This is just a bonus. Okay, so I'm gonna use the butt side in the Bella, and then put that on this side. So if you don't have a brush and you have a sponge, then you can do it. All right, now I'm gonna put on my blush. Let's see, I love Frenchie so much. I'm having a hard time branching out away from Frenchie because I just love it so much. So this is Frenchie right here. It's got like a peach tone to it. I'm gonna mix it though. Let me see what I'll mix it with. I'm gonna mix it with a pink today. I'm gonna branch out a little bit. So this is Hollywood. How about we mix Frenchie and Hollywood? And I'm gonna use the small part of this brush that's very dirty, so watch this. I'm just going to take this old towel and swirl that off with my Restore brush cleaner that works amazingly well, and I've had several customers buy it this week. I'm so excited for you guys because you're going to see that as soon as you clean it, it's clean and dry. Okay, so I'm gonna tap into Frenchie right here, and then I'll tap into Hollywood, which Hollywood has pink and gold in it. Okay, so now I got both. Okay, so instead of just starting on the apples of your cheeks, sometimes it's a lot of product, you can start right here in the middle and tap right here in the middle and then start moving it. That way you're not getting a big blob right here on the apple, and then just move it on top of that contour. And if you don't want to go back here with it, don't. Just keep it right here. That's pretty. I like those two mixed together. All right, now we're going to do some eyes, and one color that I just got is called Tawanda. And I gotta think it's from that movie Fried Green Tomatoes, right? I mean, where else do you hear that? I don't know. But this is Tawanda. Look at this pretty pink. And, well, thanks, Michelle. I mean, I literally just did that on the fly. I didn't practice that. I just picked one out. So I'm glad it worked out. All right. So we're gonna take Leo first. This is Leo. Right here, this pretty orange color. And we're gonna mix these two together. And I did do this look for church yesterday. I just did it and it came out nice. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So, Tawanda, right? And then she crashes the car into the person that took her parking spot. Amen, sister. So funny. Okay, so before I put on my the eyeshadow, I am going to put highlight, which is my Sunlit, on my lid. And you can see how much that makes a difference. That's just one tap in there, and that just really neutralized that eye. It doesn't take much. I think that's one thing that people realize as soon as they get their makeup, that I'm not joking. It really just takes the smallest amount. Okay, and then I'm gonna swirl that off real quick because you don't want to mix powders and creams. And I'm going to take my Vanilla Dust setting powder, which is amazing. And you can use a different powder if you want to, but for traveling, why wouldn't you want to just take this? You know, if you go get Airspun or whatever, great, but when you travel, do you really want to take all that? And have to put it in a Ziploc and hopefully it doesn't bust open? No, thank you. It's so nice to have a powder that's in a little tiny tin like that. I love it. Okay. So here we go with Leo first with my eyeshadow everything. Look how much it picks up. So a couple things for fallout. I mean, you can hold this, which I've demonstrated before. Sometimes I do this and I still get fallout. So if you just skip your under eye, you're safe. And I'm just gonna put this Leo, look at that. Oh, so pretty. Right above my crease. And relax your face when you're doing this. Don't lift your eyebrows up because when you put your eyebrows back down, it's not gonna be in the same spot. Just relax your face. Let this massage your eyelid. It's so soft. Okay, there you go, Leo, so pretty. I'm just starting back here because right where I put the brush is where the most product is gonna go. So you can go back and forth, you can make little circles. You do whatever works and feels natural to you. I always feel like this spot is hard to cover. Actually, if I do it softer, it covers better. All right, I'm gonna sweep whatever's left into the crease, even though you really can't see it. When I close my eyes, I kind of want you to see that it's blended. Okay, now I'm gonna take Tawanda right here. I do have a friend named Tawanda. Okay, so now this I'm gonna blend into it. Leo is gorgeous. I like that better than Zion. You do? Well, you can blend the two. They're good together. Thanks, Michelle. Okay, so you can see I'm just blending that Tawanda right there into it. I'm gonna take it a little bit further down. Right there. So the two together, isn't that pretty? All right. And I go into the eyeshadow, but then tap off. And I'm just trying to get this a little bit into the Leo and into the crease. I don't want the Leo to disappear. And then just take a little bit lower. And I'm just really going back and forth. No particular technique here, just kind of blending. Okay, and then that's what I did yesterday. Then I just took Rome. I think this is Rome. Yeah, I've had Rome for, snag my shirt. I've had Rome since December of 2017, and it's a good one. I just kind of went back to it. So I'm going to take the Rome and press it with the small end right here, just to really brighten up right at the lid and lash line. So what do you guys think of that Rome? Pretty, right? All right, so then the last color, I did was Kin. And then with Kin, I'm also going to do my eyeliner. So I'm just going to take Kin, which is this beautiful purpley color, and I'm going to tap it with this smudgy side. Just a hint of purple. I'm going to place it there with this brush and then turn it around and swirl it in. Hey, Natalie. It's been forever. Natalie and I were talking like 5 minutes before I went live. Okay. And then under the brow, I'm just gonna do, let's see. And then yes, I'm gonna use this as eyeliner because someone was asking about the two different brushes that we have, the Know Your Angles and Hotline. So let's see. Let's just do, I think I just did Sabrina up there, which I know I've been doing it a lot lately. So don't get bored with me. I get hooked on certain colors. But because these are more bright, I don't want to go with an illuminator. I'm just going to go with Sabrina. Right up there under the brow. Kind of feather it into that Leo a little bit. Hello, oh Laura, perfect timing. Okay. I have not announced the winner yet, you guys, but I will. Of the compact. And I want to let you guys know, there's 2 weeks left. Oh, good. There's 2 weeks left for the Mystery Hostess. We're at $78 and 3 half-offs. And we have 2 weeks. So if you have not entered the Mystery Hostess, the link is in the description, and just purchase one thing and then you're entered into that pot to win all the money that comes from that, which I'm super excited. You almost missed me. I'm glad you didn't. Okay, so let's see here. For those of you who just hopped on, let me get these two brushes right here. I'm going to show the difference between these two by doing my eyeliner. I'm using Kin. And one of the tips that I've been talking about, Sabrina and Mama, yeah, I like Mama too. For some reason though, Mama on me doesn't show up as much as I'd want it to. So it is a good base though. I think it is a pretty base. Okay. What I'm showing is I didn't put anything under my eyes yet, so when I have fallout, it's okay. So that's just a tip you can do when you're doing your eyeshadow. If you're worried about fallout, if you don't want to hold a brush up here, if this doesn't work as well as you wanted it to, just skip your under eyes to the end. So on this eye, I'll do this little one, the Hotline. Hey, Andy. With Kin. I'm using Kin as, look at me trying to be. This is Kin. This is a beautiful purple, and I'm going to use it as eyeliner. Okay, what I like about this brush versus this brush is precision. So I feel like when I want to make a wing, first of all, I'm going to start under here. Wow, that picked up a lot of product, and I already have fallout, so good thing I don't have anything under there. And I'm going to use this as a guide to make my wing. But what's nice about this brush is I feel like I can just stamp it. Just press right there, and then I already have that little wing. So that's why I like this one. And I'm just going to keep going across my eye on my lash line. And I may have to look in a mirror for this. So let's see here. I'm just, look at all that fallout. Because I'm not holding anything there. It's okay. We're gonna wipe it off. So I'm just keeping this really close to the lash line. And then I like to come right up here with in the waterline, just with a little bit of what's left on it. If you want it heavier, just go back. So that's why I like that one better. Okay, and just wipe that off, but I'm gonna use a wipe to clean it. Okay, then the hot line. I just don't feel like I have as much control with it. Okay, so for this part, it'll be fine. But see how big it is? It's just too big for me. And then when I try to stamp with it, because see the smaller area right here before that big wrinkle starts? This wants to go past that at the same time because it's too big. So it doesn't, I have to go up with my wing more. I can't just get it in that perfect little spot. So it depends on your eye shape. You might like the hot line better. I mean the Know Your Angles better. This eye is so much easier to do than the other one where you have to cross your hand over. So I'm purposely making a mess underneath my eyes. This is intentional. So that way you know that there are options. You do too? Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go grab a wipe. I forgot to bring my wipes in here. So don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Okay. Look how crazy that was. All right, now I'm going to show you how to cover dark circles. Hold on, I gotta shut the door. My son's listening to some kind of podcast while he's getting in the shower for work. Okay. He listens to some crazy stuff too. All right. So, there we go. All right, if you have dark circles and you're not sure how to cover your dark circles, is the smaller, dense one the hot line? Yes. It's just got a shorter, let me get them up here again. So look at this. This is the this is the hot line right there. This is the Know Your Angles. So see how much wider the Know Your Angles is and how much more narrow that one is? So that's why I like it. It just fits perfectly right here versus the other one. Okay, dark circles. So if you are color matched by me and you have dark circles, which I've had a couple or several actually this week, have that issue, then you're going to take whatever the darker color is that I've given you, and you're going to start with that darker color first. Make sure you've moisturized those eyes though if they're dry, and let that sit a little bit. But for now, we're going to kind of pretend I have dark circles. So I would take my darker color, which is Sandy, and I would put a little bit on the detailed hack starting in the center, and I would just start adding tapping motions to neutralize the darkness. And you can add more as you go, but tiny at a time. And it will cover that little sunspot too. So a little at a time for dark circles. And then always take your perfector sponge and really give it a press. So that way it prevents so much makeup from getting in lines and wrinkles. So if you need more, you can add a little more, then use your perfector again. Some people like powder under their eyes, some people don't. Most of the time I try not to because I think it looks more natural and more youthful on me if I don't at my age. It's up to you. Then if you chose a color for brightening, skip right under here if you've got wrinkles. And if you're younger, good for you. Go for it, baby, go for it. And just put brightening everywhere. But if you are older like me and you have more wrinkles in here, you're just going to draw attention to that area if you brighten. So you can still brighten in here. This is sunlit. But just stay down here. Just skip right underneath that lash line. And you still got that brightening effect, but you've already neutralized that darkness, so you're good. No worries. Just hang out here for your brightening, okay? And then again, this perfector sponge, make sure you wet it, saturate it, like really soak it. And then press it or squeeze it under the sink with your hand, and then in a towel a ton of times till it's just this little brown spot. If I use the perfector sponge right after, it's gonna come off. So I usually tend to spot treat after I use the perfector sponge because it's gonna pick that little tiny bit of product up if I use the perfector right over it. So I like to spot treat after I've used the perfector sponge, if that makes sense. All right, again on this side, I'm gonna take my darker color. So if mango's your color, if sunlit's the color, or if papaya, whatever color I've recommended to you to cover your dark circles, you would go with that first. Okay, so let's say you don't have this brush. You couldn't get it, whatever, you don't have it. Then let's use your finger. So I'm gonna use Sandy, my darker color, and pretend like I have really dark circles here. And I'm going to, I just tapped into it barely, and I'm just pressing so lightly under my eye right now, just really lightly with my ring finger because it's got, it's more weak, so it's not gonna tug and pull. Okay, so you can do it with your finger, look at that. Take your sponge, this is only $13 and this will be your new best friend, you guys, seriously. You need this in your life. So my perfector's not wet, it's just squishy and soft. Then again, if you need to go back in with a little bit more, do it, but then use the perfector. Every time you put a layer, use your perfector. Then I'm gonna take Sunlit. You can start in here and then just come down here and skip right under that eyelash area. And you can't even tell, right? Because everybody's gonna be focused right here on how bright and awake your eyes are. They're not gonna be noticing that because you've neutralized that darkness already. And then before I spot treat right here, I'm just gonna use this again. Before I found mascara and I was using concealers, I used one from Clinique, and I would use the smallest amount, but I would still find that every time I'd laugh or make facial expressions, I would have lines with makeup all the time until I learned how to do it appropriately, but then also the perfector sponge. Okay, so I'm gonna take a tiny bit of my dark color Sandy, even though I've already brightened. I need that darker color to cover that dark spot right there. Okay, so you need dark to cover dark, which I know we've always been taught we need to use a light concealer, and you can do that, but you still need to neutralize first. All right, so that's dark circle tip. So we've gone over the tips that I showed were the contour, how to contour so easy and not worry about that line. I shared eyeliner. I shared if you're worried about fallout, just skip doing this until after you do your eyeshadow, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, and I have one more. So in the summer, when I go to Florida, most of the time I go in the summer. I went in April this year, but normally I go in the summer when it's hot and humid and all of that. And I found that this primer, it's just Wet n Wild matte and it's water-based. I don't like putting on primers under this makeup. I just don't think it works very well with a cream. But if you find one and love it, please share it with me. And I just tap a little bit between my fingers, and wherever I get shiny, I just tap that primer. So it really helps, and you just need the tiniest bit. I've had this now for going on this is the second summer I've used this one. But you can see it really mats it out. So that's a tip if you live somewhere humid and you just want something to help with a little bit of shine. All right, let me do mascara. And then we're gonna announce the winner of the compact. So thank you to all of those who were so kind and shared the video from a few weeks ago to enter to win the free mini double decker. And if you just hopped on and you don't know what's on my eyes, I have Leo and Tawanda, Rome, Sabrina, and Ken. Ken is also my eyeliner. Wow. Wow, girl. That's a first. I found I love setting powder for Florida heat. Yes. And you know what? The setting powder works good for me too, but you know what I found out I did wrong this time? I sprayed the Stay Spray after setting powder. No bueno, girl, no bueno. It made it so cakey. So if you're gonna use the setting spray, use it after, use it and then let it dry and then to setting powder. But yes, I love the setting powder too. The setting powder I usually use right away, or I use my sunscreen powder. And then if I'm somewhere where it's hot and humid, I'll use that matte primer later. Okay, so let's see who, Sabrina, hello. I guess I should do my lips really quickly. I couldn't see my lips because of the comments. I just saw them, I'm like, there's something missing. All right, so I'm gonna put a little, so to get a fuller lip, a couple of things you can do. You can take your contour and make a little shadow right here, just to make it a little more pouty. And then I also like taking contour up under my lip. And pressing it in so it's not a harsh line. And then I'm going to have to look at my mirror right here. So if you just hopped on and missed the makeup tips, just go back and watch the replay. Don't forget about the Mystery Hostess, you guys. We're at $78 and 3 half-off items already. And you have 2 more weeks. And I know there's several people on here that are gonna order. Okay, so now with this look I did yesterday for church, I just put Summer Love on with it since my eyes were pretty bright. I didn't want to put on something, this is Summer Love, I didn't want to put on something too crazy, so I went with the Summer Love. So if you think these tips would help your friends, then share it out. And I always appreciate your feedback. So if you guys have any suggestions or want to see anything, I love it. So thank you for those who did reach out this week. This is Honey Illuminator. So see how that just gives like that really pretty glow right there? I'll do Honey. Honey is a, get up here. Honey is that yellow one right there. And I'm just going to put it on my sponge like this and put it right on top of that blush. Thank you, Sabrina. This will look good on you too, girl. We should have a makeover. A fun makeover day. So this just gives, and I just put too much, sorry. Gives that little glow. I'm gonna do it with my finger, so that might work a little better. This one I've had for almost 2 years, so I've had it a long time. All right, let's see who wins the compact. So this is the one I have. This is mine. And this, so that's, you can put a lot in there. And this is the new one for a lucky woman who helped share out a video a couple weeks ago. Got the names in this bowl. Let's see who wins. Okay, I'm not gonna look, I'm just gonna stir them around and look at you guys. All right, let's see here. Oh, I actually picked up two, okay. Mary Fox! Mary Fox is gonna be so excited. She's actually getting ready to put in an order, so she gets a free compact. That is so exciting. She's ordered a couple things, but she's actually gonna order some more makeup, so that's so awesome. All right, you guys, I hope those tips help you. I hope that you'll keep coming back on Mondays for Makeup Monday. This is season 3, by the way. We started a new season today. And just remember, 2 more weeks, I'll give away the whole pot of rewards from the Mystery Hostess, which is growing every day. So thank you so much for purchasing something, and just know you're not wasting, because this is all good stuff. Oh, thank you, Dana. That's nice of you to congratulate Mary. You guys have an amazing day, and I will see you next week. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.